I am. I am, buddy. I'm training capoeira, I'm training esgrima. I teach capoeira every Wednesday from 8 p.m. Most of the times when I come here, I'm just stretching. It's more about different kinds of training. You will see me training capoeira later on. You'll see me teaching capoeira later on. There is some videos in there you can see what I do for capoeira. And time to time, while I'm at work here, I just come and stretch a bit. But yeah, I've been training capoeira now since 1991. 1991, yeah, 1991. I have 5 schools of capoeira. I have professors in my school teaching under my supervision. I have clubs in Spain, in Poland. I have clubs in Brazil. At work, I won't do much in here. Ô, meu querido Fábio, como é que você tá, meu velho? Tudo na paz? Tudo beleza aí? Estamos aqui só dando uma brincada, uma relaxada aqui. Dando Uma esticada no couro. Ô, beleza, avisa lá quando for fazer então. Here, Liam. This is my working place. So I have finished work. So most of the times when I finish work, I just come here and I do a bit of stretching before I go back home. If you want a couple of movements in capoeira, I could do. It's not a problem at all, you know. But normally, when I come here, it's more to stretch after work. I do some capoeira. No, as I said, mostly the times on Wednesday I go to teach there. But yeah. It's very rare when I teach people some capoeira outside of the school, you know. Yep. Liam, I used to be a chef. I used to be a chef for many years, for many years. But the chefing was taking more of my time, you know, mostly the weekends and the evenings. So in 2014, I have decided I want to change my career. You know, I want to change my life. I got a certain position on chefing, which was quite good, you know. Sim, sou brasileiro, senhor Silva. Sou brasileiro, sou paranaense, sou do interior do estado do Paraná, de uma pequena cidade chamada Arapoti, uma cidade bem do interiorzinho mesmo, com 25 mil habitantes. So, at the time I was looking for something to change. I was starting I started teaching actually in 2009 in York. But it was more people in York teaching capoeira, not only myself. It's still the same group, and then I decided to move to Leeds. In 2012, a friend of mine, he left York back to Brazil, so he left the group. So I took over the group in there. And since then, I've been looking after the schools in York, Leeds, Warrington, now Manchester. There's some schools in Bilbao, quite good, big groups in Poland with not part of my group, but I'm kind of the supervisor for some of them groups. Sr. Silva, eu estou morando no norte da Inglaterra. Eu estou morando aqui na cidade de York, quase já saindo para a Escócia. Já estou aqui há 19 anos. So when I came to do this job, it was more because I was between jobs. I wanted to know what I was going to do. And basically this job, as you can see now, is 1 o'clock. I'm done. I started today 6:30 and I'm done. So from now to the end of the day, I can just be here. I have a catering business, Liam. I sell Brazilian burgers. I have my own product. It's a homemade chili oil sauce. Yeah, in my capoeira schools. So this weekend I'll be traveling to Grantham. The weekend after I'll be in Scotland. The end of the month, on 23rd, I'm going to be in Warrington. In the end of the month, I think it's Aberdeen. And then April we start again. I might go to Warsaw in Poland. End of April, I have an event in York when I'm bringing a couple of friends of mine. May, I'm going to South Grantham, Southampton, and London. June, a couple of times in London, and July I'm going on holiday to Brazil. And then when I come back September, I'm in Poland. October, I'm in Hungary. And the last trip, I think, is France in November, if I'm not wrong. So yeah, but this job here, well, let's be fair, guys. Let's not making any excuse. This job is what I do because I work here alone. You know, it's just my boss and myself. So basically, I'm part of this work. I can do whatever I want. I do my own planning. I'm the general manager of this place, and the delivering part is just driving around, showing people the north of England what happens in here, what we have around. So, right, Liam, let's put on that way. Um, I'm well known for what I do in the UK. Let's put on that way. Most of places in UK, I know I've been invited. When I came here in 2006, I was supposed to be here for 14 days. And I stayed because I had people from some other countries wanting me to go and teach martial arts for them at the time. Um, and then I have just decided to stay a bit longer and do. So yes, if you want to know a little bit more about myself, if you go on Instagram and look for Nego Teta Capoeira, you're gonna see a little bit more what I do and place where I go with capoeira. Or if you go on Facebook and look for Sandro Alves, you will see it. So go and look for Nego Teta Capoeira on Instagram, and you're gonna find myself in there. And I'll show a little bit different things than what I do in here. Yeah. And Leon, in martial arts, you won't make money. The only way you're gonna make money in martial art is if you become a pimp of your art. If you sell your fundamentals, if you sell your traditions, you know, you're gonna see all these schools of martial arts. Some of them, they're gonna make a living out of it. The students, they won't get to the point when they're gonna come and say to you, I'm gonna feed you, I'm gonna put food on your table, I'm gonna pay for your rent. No. Or you do practice the martial arts for the respect to the art, for self-learning, self-confidence. It's not even about self-defense, it's more about self-development, how to become a better person. Money, whenever money gets involved in it, things just go into crap, into shit, because you just want to have more people to have more money in your school. For the past 20 years, I had hundreds of people coming through my school. They come, they stay for some time, and then they leave. Only those who really want to learn properly way of self-defense, of the culture, they will come to it. Now, I don't train people for MMA. You know, like some people, they ask me to train them. I don't teach people to go to the ring to fight. I teach more self-defense based on the street fighting, you know. that's more into the martial arts side. So it's not about, I don't train people for competition, but I do train people how they can manage to survive. You know, I can teach weapons, I can teach guns, I can teach the art, empty hands, and that's what I've been trained for. And saying that, when I'm not after the money for the martial arts, yeah, don't get me wrong, I make money when I travel. I make money when I go to give seminars and workshops of martial arts. But I don't make money come to the school, but I choose who I will train, you know. I choose whenever someone come to my school, they will train for a couple of weeks, and I will know why they want to do the training, why they are there, what they want to get. If if it does not meet my standards, I'll just say, look, this is not a place for you. You can find another school. I can recommend people another school. But what I teach in this past 19 years, I have 6 people who are following me. So in almost 20 years, only 5 students. And my students, they have their own students, but it's not about having a lot of people to make money into it. No, it's not my thing. I was lucky. Yeah, I'm knocking about with the bags in here because I got lucky. Very much. Now, you know, when you are young, we understand that days. When you are young, you can choose what you want to do. For example, I chose to come to England. I've chosen to stay in England and live in England. So 2006, 2014, I was working in restaurants and I was traveling more. I was creating my schools, I was raising my students, I was teaching them as much as I could on the time so they could start running some of the schools. Okay. This is lucky, buddy. This is lucky. I'll share to you why. When you have a family, it's not about you anymore. When you have a son, when you have a wife, it's not only about what you can do. It's not about you anymore. It's about what can you do to feed your family, how to bring your family in the comfort zone, you know. When I was single, as I said, if I was single, probably I would not be doing this type of work. I was going to be traveling around the world like I was doing when I came to England. Okay? Now, once I'm here, you have a family, there are things more important than only the ego. Like sometimes we have, like you leave the pride behind, you leave a lot of traditions behind just to go back to principles and fundamentals, you know. And of course, bear in mind, I'm not that young fellow anymore. I'm 42 almost. So most of my skills are gone, you know. And this guarantees the future for my son. As I said, once this company, to be honest with you, I can say is kind of my company too. Okay, gives me the time I need. So during the seasons like spring, summer, and autumn, I work 2-3 hours a day. I come here, do a couple of jobs here, a couple of jobs there, go back home, go do some things on my school. I'm a sport massage therapist as well. So it's a choice, you know. So it's a choice being in here. It's a choice. Now people will not understand much of that choice. So you are 8 years older. Yes, but 8 years, trust me. In 2 years' time, you will realize how much life changed with 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. When I was 34, God Almighty, that was brilliant. You know, no much pains on the body. My son was not even born yet. I was traveling as crazy. I was doing a lot of things which now I'm happy I've done them before. So wait until you get to your 40s, then you understand when the pain actually will come and hit. That's why when I finish work, I need to come here and do this bit of stretching. If I don't do this stretch, if I leave to train only in the gym, that's it, that's me done. That's me done. So while I'm at work, I keep stretching, I keep doing some kicks, I keep going slowly. And then when I get to the gym, I have the chance to proper kick and punch and whatever. But for now, You know, but bear on your mind, all of these people who has the schools over there, and they are say they have 100 students, they can have whatever they want. There is one thing they will never have: the pure knowledge, because they just have the money to pay for it. And I know a lot of people here like that, a lot, all over the world. You know, now I see all of these groups being represented by completely different teachers. My group, this is a small group, it's not a big group, it's not a very big group. It's in Brazil. The co-founder of the group is in Brazil, and here just me in Europe. So I control all these schools under my name and supervision. Are you famous on TikTok or Instagram? No, 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 no. People like me never get famous, buddy. People like me never get famous. But if you look for Negoteta Capoeira on Instagram, you're gonna find me there. If you look for me on Negoteta Capoeira on TikTok, you're gonna find me there. On Instagram, you're gonna find me there. You're gonna find me all over. But I'm not famous, don't worry about that. Right, guys, let me get going. Okay. Right, I'll get back to it now. I'm just gonna pack things up and I'm gonna drive back home and enjoy the rest of the day. I'll do a bit of gardening at home now, you know, play with my son, 4 years old boy. So this is life. But this is the life you can choose for yourself, and that's the life I chose for me. And yeah. So Liam, I speak another 3 languages. So I just speak 4 languages: Spanish, Portuguese, Italian, and English, and I'm learning Polish. I work in the school merchant. I'm a sport massage therapist. I'm a chef. I have a catering business. I have chili oil business. I have burger trailer little business. And here is the time when I can actually breathe, because I don't have to do anything. I just need to carry little bags of coal, do my exercises. Now when I go back home, now the trouble starts.